Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in today, Crystal Cove channel. So today I want to do a demonstration on a crystal grid. So first I'm going to explain what a crystal grid is. A crystal grid can be many things, but usually you do it on a table or someplace flat, and you arrange crystals in geometric patterns and set an intention. So let me show you the crystals we have for today. Now you can use different crystals for different intentions. And as you all know, different crystals have different meanings and they connect to different energies depending on the color and also what they're made out of. They connect specifically to the different chakras, and each chakra has a different vibration, a different energy to it. For example, the heart chakra is love, the throat chakra, and that's a pink or a green stone. The throat chakra would be blue, and that's communication and your truth, your own truth. So let's do this together, and I'll show you how it's done. So usually you have a bigger stone in the middle. It doesn't have to be a round stone. But I prefer a round stone. I like that. So this is a selenite ball. So first selenite's a very high vibrational. That's for the crown chakra. So that's a very spiritual crystal. You can do it in different ways. Some people will do it, they'll have divided into fours. Some people divide into 6, 3. You could do it in a pyramid shape. I prefer a round shape. That's the most common because it brings the energy outward. So we'll just do it like this. And we'll start building our crystal grid. This is a quartz point. So these are all crystals that we have at our store, Crystal Cove Collective, of course. I got them right off the shelf. So we'll just start building our grid. So this grid specifically I'm going to be doing for love, for self-love, and for the heart. So I picked stones that align with that energy, which are mostly the green and the pink stones. I mean, of course you can have other colors of stones, that's fine. You know, that have the same kind of similar energy. So self-acceptance, self-love, love for others, opening up the heart. So this is my intention for the grid for myself. You can do it for protection. You can do a grid for protection, which you'd probably more have darker stones plus the quartz. The quartz is just a great crystal that sends out energy, that connects energy. It's an amplifying crystal. So it amplifies any other stones around it. So quartz points and quartz itself is just a great crystal to have for your crystal grid. So I have euconite here, the heart chakra. I have the fluorite, which is good. This is a good stone for organizing your thoughts, for emotions. It helps you process your emotions. It's a calming stone. I have moonstone, which has a similar type of effect. It's definitely a more feminine crystal, as most people consider the heart chakra a more feminine chakra, although it doesn't necessarily have to be, because men and women both have heart chakras, obviously. And you can send and receive love. So when you send love, that's the more masculine aspect of it. And when you receive love, anything you're receiving is a more feminine aspect. I have my green aventurine here. Again, a good heart chakra crystal. And a lot of people will do their crystal grid in like concentric circles. You don't have to. It's a very individual thing. It's not a science. It's more of an art. And I hope you don't overanalyze it too much, because there's really no wrong way to do it. I mean, there's some ways that I think are a little more effective than others, but it's not wrong. And some people get hung up on that when it comes to crystals, especially people that are new to crystals. They'll come in and say, what crystals go together? What don't go together? I'm concerned I'm going to pick the wrong crystal. I'm going to do something wrong. And I just tell them to relax. It's fine. You know, go with what your intuition tells you. Don't stress out about what's wrong and right. And you can learn all the different meanings as you go. And, you know, intuition is a very important part of, you know, crystal healing, because your intuition often knows better than your logical mind does. And you have to trust it. And most people don't trust their intuition as much as they should. It's something you have to kind of learn over time, to trust your intuition. And the more your intuition's right, the more you trust it. You'll be like, hey, my intuition was right that time. Okay, so here's my crystal grid. Like I said, it's not one way you can do it, but this is the way I did it. So I have my selenite crystals, I have my quartz points pointing out. And you can set your intention. I'm setting my intention for both love going outward into the world and also within me. So it's an inward, outward, both ways, feminine and masculine. Some crystal grids may be just very personal for you, which would be, that would be inward. And then some would be like manifesting something, like say you're trying to manifest a new job, or manifest a relationship, or manifest prosperity and abundance in your life. So the next thing that I do with a crystal grid, which is very important, not only are you setting your intention in your mind, but you set your intention out loud, and you also have to energize it. So all these beautiful crystals are going to be working together for your intention while you have it up. So what I do is I usually take my hand, I move it around in a circle, and I say, this crystal grid is now activated for both love, inward and outward, into the world and within me. And I put it in the middle, and I can feel the energy. And there we go, it's activated. So you can make it, you could use a wand, you can use your hand. It's the whole idea is that you're bringing all the crystals together and you're making them work as one, and you're setting that activation, you're connecting it to the earth. Now I've done this many, many times, so for me it's automatic, but for someone who's new, you know, I would set my intention to this connecting with the earth, that's for the highest and greatest good, and there we go. And it kind of, what it does is it actually is creating a little portal, a little opening, a little energetic opening that's connecting to the earth, and it's moving outward into the universe. It's taking your pure intention for whatever you're intending for your highest good and for the highest good for others, and it's sending it out into the world. Okay? So now what a good thing to do after you create your crystal grid, after you activate your crystal grid, is to meditate with it. So you can meditate with it through music. You can meditate through it with just being silent, or you can meditate even better, being silent and connecting with that pure intention that you had, whether it be for protection, manifestation, for love, for peace, calming, for whatever you want to manifest, perhaps good health, physical health. So I hope that helped you understand crystal grids a little more. Now there are other types of crystal grids, and you can grid your house, you can grid your room, and in that point you would take 4 crystals, usually quartz points. Sometimes if it's for protection, you'd also use some black tourmaline, and you'd place them in the 4 corners of the room or the 4 corners of the house. Some people would bury it, or some people would put it inside. There's no really right or wrong way to do it. It's basically, the point being, the same idea. You're connecting then, after you put the quartz or the tourmaline or whatever crystal you decide to use in those corners and around your house or your room, depending on where you live, then you want to connect them energetically. You can use your hand, your finger, or you can use a wand. It's totally up to you. The point is that you're connecting it with that pure intention, of protection, of happiness in the house, peace in the house, etc., or all of them. Protection, peace, prosperity, happiness. I think that's always great, because everyone can use more of that in their life. So maybe I'll do another session with that. I could do another YouTube video for that. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to learn about crystals and whether you enjoyed this video or not. Thanks a lot. Bye.